Hello everybody, welcome back to Barrow Hill. We're finally catching up after a couple of days off last week. Yeah, normally we're on sort of Tuesdays, Thursdays. Miss Thursday and Tuesday, but it's all good. Wednesday adventures can work just the same as Tuesdays. Okay, yeah, so let's pick up where we last were. I'm gonna load the game, which would be 209. Here we are. Oh, okay, that's strange. Right, okay. Now, that was it. I was a little lost. You know, we were slowly picking through things. We eventually... Oh, hang on. I lost my my notepad. Here we are. Notepad. Barrow Hill. Here we are. Yeah, we had a bunch of names thrown at us. Oh, yes, yeah. Got a key in a flower pot. All sorts of things thrown around. Right, I may have looked at something as to a guide as to what the next step would be. I didn't want a puzzle solution of any kind, but I wanted to not just stand here going, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I think the hint was to look in the building, because now that the lights are on, because we powered it, something new may happen. If it doesn't, the hint wasn't very helpful. But this, here we are. Yeah, this is where we picked up something. Even where is our inventory? There it is. Okay. Yeah, we picked up the... this is where we picked up the torch earlier that allowed us to move around. So now that the power's on, we can see a lot more that's going on. I'm going to have to turn this down on my headphones. Let me know if it's too loud for you. Okay. But here we have... oh, answer phone. Buttons.
You have no new messages and one saved message. Message received September 22nd, 2006.
Wow.
Hey Ben, it's me, Maggie. I'm still feeling a bit under the weather.
Oh, okay.
I hope everything is alright at work. I haven't heard from you. Tell George, Dad found someone to buy the old banger that's rusting away in the garage. I forgot to say, I left my work keys at the service station.
Okay.
I think they fell out of my pocket in the office, so check down the side of the boss's chair. I'll be back in as soon as this cold clears up.
Right. Okay, yeah, so if I remember correctly, in the previous game, there was reference to essentially a work calendar, which you would look at, and someone had been crossed out, and I'm assuming Ben had been put back in. So I'm assuming Maggie took the day off sick. Ben came in to cover her, and that's when everything went down and everybody died and disappeared and such. We've got to look down the side of the boss's chair. Still remembers from 2006? Okay. Anyway, so this would be... Oh, it's not even difficult. There it is. Garage key. Boom. Done. And we've got a loading screen. From what? No valid feed. No signal access. Oh, the Gossel security people. And I keep forgetting that there's no, except for the movement buttons and the occasional arrow, seemingly, you can interact with stuff as well, without it really telling you.
Hello, Goshawk Security.
Oh, this would be...
Enter your site address.
Sad Barry?
2 letters, 4 numbers. Take your time, I've nothing better to do.
Site address. 2 letters, 4 numbers. Oh my god, have we got that? I haven't written that down anywhere. When were we given that? Mia Kendall's ID card? Can we look at stuff? No. Oh yeah, no, that's our friend that's gone missing. No. Oh, okay, that hangs up the phone automatically. Oh wait, hang up. Okay, so we're looking for a site address somewhere. And that's the... Right, that's the drawer we were just looking at. Okay. That must be where the torch was originally. Oh, we're looking up here. Ooh. Okay. Did I do that? Or did it come on automatically? fuck, it came on automatically. Okay. Look at... What the hell? Looks like animal marks and blood everywhere. Crazy. What's going on? I don't make out half of this stuff. It's a jumble of mess. Right, okay. We're gonna somehow find our site code. I don't know where we get that. Anyway, here's a key. Or a lock and a key. There we go.
You're listening to Emma Harry on Barrow Hill Radio this autumn equinox. We've got a caller on the line.
Oh.
Hello, you're on the air
Who's
with
turning all these
BHR.
radios on?
This is Lady Tregowan of Barrow Moor.
Is it?
My land backs on to the old Barrow Hill.
Barrow?
We've
What was
never
that?
touched it. Not once. Not ever.
Okay.
Shush. Quiet down. Mummy's on the phone. Some sort of superstition? It's Baben's world. Meaning?
Baben?
It's a place for the dead.
Oh, right, yes.
B-A-I-B-I-N. Baben, silly dolt.
Alright.
Legend has
Hang
it
up
that
on her.
she presided over the burrows
Oh, of course, yeah, that's the
back
spirit.
in the
Okay.
days of early farming.
Just rings up and calls you adult. Cut her off.
Late Bronze Age. Yes, well done. She was the last to be buried on
teacher.
Old Barrow Hill. What? You mean her body is still up there? Oh, absolutely. She picked a good spot too. Where? Get down, Bernard.
Bernard?
Come back here at once.
English people don't call it Bernard, it's Bernard.
Bernard! Hello? Hello, caller? Are you... Baben? There, I've said it now. Why don't you pick on somebody your own size?
What?
As
Okay.
for you other folks, I've got a fabulous track coming up.
Just appears out of nowhere, Candyman style. Right, okay. The radio's doing something.
I repeat, this is Gus.
Oh, God. Bevan,
I
shut up.
repeat.
You're listening to the fabulous Barrow Hill Radio...
What do you know? I don't think we can literally turn it off.
This is Emma Harry,
Let's just
delivering you smooth beats,
keep the music going.
acid
Right.
jazz, cool ambient
Okay,
tunes over the
do
airwaves.
something here? Oh, I'm assuming we need something on a workstation. Oh, look at this. From your car.
With you through the witching hour.
Why is the axle that far out? What's going on there?
It's these new Puri ballads.
Okay, that requires a key or tool of some such.
Wow,
Ooh.
that's quite a mouthful.
A big one?
Not at all.
Oh,
They come in
God.
these neat little squirters.
So you can add them to anything?
Sure thing. Add a few drops to water, coffee, soup, beer.
Seriously, can't we turn this
tea.
off?
It's perked you up no end.
Oh,
After
God.
your hair fell out.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
right.
it saved my life. Even my cat is hooked on Puri ballads. New Puri ballads, handy health boosters. Available
Oh,
now.
okay, there's some kind of... Again, it's another tool required. Right, okay. No, not gonna horseshoe it. Canal power, doing it directly. Okay. Oh, that's that bit. Okay, so we have to power that somehow with a tool that we don't have access to yet. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, that actually cuts us out to the full service station. Interesting, okay. You don't have to put that back, let's just do back. These nettles everywhere as well. Yeesh. Okay. Right. So, yeah, so we're going to have to power it and lift the car up somewhere. For some reason. Assuming there's something underneath the car that we need. Is that the same view? Yes, it is the same view. Okay. Lots of look at all these magnets just lying around. Why would a tool bench have magnets on it like that? Nope, nothing to do with. Wait, what is that noise? Oh. Hello. Welcome. How you doing? You alright? Yeah, the music's all a bit crazy. I can't turn it off apparently. The radio just keeps running. No, I don't want to. Anyway, sorry. Hello. How are you doing? How are you feeling? Again, I apologise for this morning. I completely forgotten. Yeah, bad tooth. I hope you're feeling better, or at least something is helping. Oh. Oh well, this pain. Reasonably okay. Well, if you can live in a world of pain and be reasonably okay, wow, that's a positive outlook. Jesus. Better man than I, gonna be doing. We're looking at a picture of a plug for some reason. Neutral Earth Live, yeah. Okay, I assume at some point we're gonna have to rewire a plug. Oh, well, it's been pretty rough, hasn't it? But yes, I can understand. But perhaps maybe crowbar. As far as all things go, this may not be the worst. Let's see, look, we can look at the damn radio. There's like an on-off button. Curses! There is an off button. To prove me wrong. Apparently we need a oh, right, hang on, we've got a crowbar. We don't need a crowbar, but we have a crowbar for something, and we need something up here, so maybe that gets used here. Oh no, okay. Apparently not. My mistake. What else? Oh, there's this. Oh, okay, or a whole new view. I didn't realise this was here. Not that this is helping much. I know, it's been rough, hasn't it? To be fair though, one of those, the ankle surgery, is to fix a problem. But yeah, I can imagine it's not easy to live with, I'm sure. Cough investigation. How is your cough, by the way? Oh, it's come back. Oh, sorry. Just as I asked the question. Oh no. Yeah, you're right, you have been through a lot in the last 6 months. I'm sorry. I can understand that. Fitness is a very limited commodity. Of course, yeah, exactly. Everything all bloody linked together. Not helping it at all, is it? Oh, we can look at the car from this direction. Crowbar on here? No, I don't know what I need here for at all. Sorry, mumbling, sorry. Okay, we can. Oh, yes. A lot of people thought that. Actually, speaking of the poop, sort of things were going to start rounding off to a better conclusion. Unfortunately, that has not come to pass, but not yet. Anyway, nothing fixes overnight. You know, if we look at this positively, things are slowly on the mend. Bits and pieces here and there. What do I possibly need there? Oh, No, go away. Torch? Oh, that was back apparently. Yeah, that's fair. It, I think, it's going to be a while before a lot of, like you said, like international travel comes back. But oh, can I use? No, I can't use it here. I still forgot that. This damn pendant. What am I meant to be doing here? I don't know. I would have thought this hole in the door I could just leave, just walk out. I don't know why I can't. So apparently I'm stuck here for some reason. We've made some progress. More questions, less answers. Late 22, maybe 23? That's insane. Am I looking for a screwdriver there? I think I am. What do they expect people to do for the next 2 years? I mean, you say you sort of. I mean, I can understand that that's only sort of like based on international travel, etc. But that's still. Oh, got a pin. Am I making these pins? What's going on? Hold it. Something here needs sewing? I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm getting distracted. Yeah, there's always a. Yeah, it's almost getting along the hidden object sort of style, isn't it? To a degree. Not that that's. I'm getting two things sort of merged together, but yeah, there's just random stuff and not a lot going on. But the way all these things are laid out, it's less so much hidden object as needle in a haystack. Aha. But yeah, she does have she likes to hang around in garages, doesn't she? Yeah, I can understand that. But Jonathan Boakes is all about the sound effects more than anything. Yes. Carol! Oh, Jesus. And I bet he's not. He's probably going to be like the. God, you know what? I'm starting to think now how much I probably didn't pay attention to some of the actual storylines in the Carol Reed games, because we just sort of run around doing things. I lost track of so many, and to be fair, after a while they all sort of started to merge into one another, so all the same people sort of appearing as different people kind of confused me a little, I have to admit. But wasn't he one of those where, like, you turn up and Jonas he'd just randomly have, like, what you needed? He'd be like, oh, here's the key to something, and you're like, oh, couldn't you have given us that earlier? He'd be like, no. What the hell do I need this needle for? What's going on here? Hey, what is this? I didn't pick any of these things up. I have a fishing magnet. Of course. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although I do like the narrative that some of them created. What we steam as side projects and so on. No. They all remain exactly the same. Oh, hang on. Then maybe this is where we need the magnet. Well, because how could they possibly build and change? Carol doesn't, really. There we are. What the hell? Do I need the oil can? What am I looking for here? What's going on? Well, I can click and it makes it dip down, but what that does, I don't know. Oil can, okay. Jesus. Oh, it was that, okay. Alright, maybe this works on the back of the car. Because that seems to want to turn but stops. No, okay. Then this could easily be applied somewhere else entirely, and I've just lost track of all the things that need to be involved around. Okay. Is there anything else to interact with that might need oil? I can't remember. There's a lot of things going on. So that looks like it needs screws. We can just... Right, okay, so that possibly needs a screwdriver. Although I think a crowbar would work just the same, but apparently not. The workbench is done with? Is that done with? Or... Oh, there's a screwdriver. Jesus Christ, I really wish this thing would highlight objects. Oh, sorry, I missed a thing. The video I'm working on to make I don't talk so good. Oh, yeah, I can understand. Of course, wisdom teeth right at the back. I'm not going to help at all. You sound a bit depressed. Oh, well, I wouldn't blame you for being a bit depressed, to be honest. But, you know, that's not a fun situation to be in. But I can understand. When you make these things, you want it to sound, you know, normal, I guess, you know, or at least, you know, not so depressing so that people sort of watching go, oh. Trying to make a positive game. You don't want to turn people into blubbering messes. She's so sad. Oh. You sound like you're having the worst day. Maybe, you know, some people take positive news, you know, badly. Maybe that's just how you react to it. Hello, Azimuth. You alright? How's it going? We've been wandering around a garage that we acquired access to, just randomly solving little things. Oh, yeah, which will do. That's fair. It's been half an hour. It's not been that bad. Well, since I went live, so probably about 25 minutes I've been playing. We haven't achieved much, so don't worry. It was also fuck you. Exactly. Exactly. Good news, you know, comes to people in different ways. Oh, that's all right. Don't worry. A bit behind is basically how I think, so we're going to be on the same level either way. Fine. Right. Oh, sorry. Anyway, sorry, looking at chat, ignoring this thing. Right. Okay. So we got to get to 240. Okay. It's one of these. That's plus or minus 100, and that's 150. Okay. 100, 150. 20, 40, 70, 50, Jesus, okay. It's another 150? 400, Jesus, okay. Right. Let's see how low we can get this. Then again, I just need to... Oh, I can't minus 40, can I? Because we don't have a 40. If I could... all the numbers I just said. I don't have a 16. That one's 400, so I'm definitely ignoring that one. Yeah, that is. But hang on, is that another 150? It is, isn't it? Right, that one's 150, sorry, and this one is 70. Yeah, okay. I should maybe be writing this down. Let me just make a quick note. Wow. I don't want to confuse all my other notes. Where are we? Okay. We got 400. Ignore that one. 150. 150. That one's 70. Yes. That's another 150. I should be able to keep this in my mind, but it just won't stick, I'm afraid, so it's better if I write it down. 20. 40. What's that? 150. And the last one is 100. Okay, okay, a bit of solve the puzzle whilst trying to write it down. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought that was a funny sound effect at the end there. Okay. Oh, sorry, Zolkar, I was too busy reading that. Good night. Thank you very much. It was good to speak to you. Yes, I hope the painkillers work and you get some good rest. I'm sorry that your tooth seems to be kicking your ass so much, but hopefully I'll get that sorted soon. So yes, thank you for coming. Anyway, if you're still here. If not, don't worry about it. Oh, what did you miss? Not a lot. Right, okay. Actually, we can sort of backtrack slightly for context, because I think we're leaving anyway, basically. Right, we were in the cave. All I did was, I came out of the cave, which is just there, and we wandered down into the office here. Now that the power is back on, some of these things are working where they weren't before. So we got an answer phone message, which is basically one of the employees calling in sick, but that was from like 10 years previously. So I believe that's a reference to the first game, where you see like a rotor and someone is crossed out and someone else penciled in. So I remember that. I think it's part of one of the puzzles. So yeah, so there's that. We found, but she mentions, that was it, that she dropped her key in the office, and it happens to be in the chair. So we look in the chair, we get the key for the garage. That's where we just were. We've got this here for the security solutions, the Gosork security. We can phone them, but they need our area ID. It's so like a reference to this location, which we don't have right now. Or at least I don't have it written down, so I don't know where that would be. We have this creepy looking door we can look through, which I believe that's the inside of the cafeteria area from the other direction, but we can't get through it. Nothing else is interactive as far as I'm aware. We can just zoom in. That's all that is, and that light just flickers on and off randomly. And that's that. So we got the key, we came to the door, unlocked it and went in, and then we've got this car here. Now there's a thing up on the wall. Oh right, okay, that's what we've just done. We needed to unlock the power box so that we could just fix it, as we just have. We picked up an oil can, which helped us. Right, we got a magnet on a string, which helped us pick up an oil can from further afield that way. I've yet to decipher what the oil's for, but we've just. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, they didn't die as everyone who went into work did, so hopefully they've at least recovered something. But the back of the car has a boot we can't open. And yeah, we had the power junction box, which is done. So I believe now the whole point is to be able to raise the car. No, I haven't been that far afield at all yet. We've done this and that's it. Oh crap. That's a drop the car button. Why would you want that? That's insane. That's so dangerous. Okay, right, so you can safely raise and lower it, or you can just drop it on someone's head. Right, so now that that's been raised, we can look at all the bricks underneath. Entirely understand what needed. Maybe we have to. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Sorry, Dave, wrong button. Maybe there is something we're meant to put underneath whilst it's raised, but what? I have no idea. Let's lower it something. The fact that it's up on bricks is, you know, a good sign. Okay, so yeah, that's all we can do. Annoyingly, we have a safety helmet tester. Maybe. Oh crap! Sorry about that. It's my front doorbell. Let me just put my phone on mute. There we go. Alright, somebody else will get the door. Okay. Sorry about that. There we go. Okay, annoyingly, we can't open this despite having a crowbar. That's, you know, even if it's not what that's for, you can use a crowbar more than once. So you'd think that would work. Just for the sake of progress, I'm going to raise it because that's the thing we can do. Pizza or Avon calling? Well, thankfully not Avon. Unfortunately not pizza. We can zoom in and have a look here. Oh, there was another... Aha! Sorry, I completely missed another thing that allowed us to look in. And here's our little magnet on a string mechanic. Oh, grab, grab, grab. There we go. ADH. Oh, and that's for the boot of the car. Okay. Let's just go ahead and drop that. That's still so insane to me, but whatever. Open the boot catch, then drop it. Will it pop up? I don't know. Well, I'm hoping the key will just open it. There we go. Right. I don't actually... Oh, Agatha Dunn-Harker. That's the ADH, so it's her car. As to what it's for, I don't know. Grave goods. Oh god, do I have to write more of this down? Right. A small dagger, bone-handled athame, I believe. Evidence suggests this was a practical rather than ceremonial object used by the woman during her life and then buried with her. It's interesting to note that the scoring and marks on the blade indicate the knife had many uses and functions. A knife, basically. Earthenware bowl. Okay. So we need... Right, I bet I'm going to have to write this down somewhere. 4 things. So... Why am I writing in red? That's not helpful. A dagger. There we go. Ceremonial bowl. Earthenware bowl container for food. The food is to provide nourishment in the afterlife. I don't think they understand how death works. Is which? I don't know. This lady may have been a, like, as in the woman who wrote the book. I think she's just sort of like, well, apparently maybe like an archaeologist? Or at least a, you know, a professor of some description. But, the because they, what's her name? Babin. She's the spirit, the one that's basically she's the baddie in this one. She's out to kill everybody because she was awakened or whatever. So I believe that's what they're referring to with her in these notes. So she was probably some kind of a witch / pagan of some description, maybe. Sort of a ceremonial practitioner of sorts. Anyway, right, sorry. Bowl. Where was I? Oh yeah. Nourishment in the afterlife, that's not how that works. Quick look at the contents revealed small bird bones at the bottom, most probably wildfowl or game. Okay. Fowl bowl. Sturdy decorated beaker, no doubt containing a fermented brew to provide warmth during the passage to the other world. To provide warmth? Okay. Again, not how that works. Hot liquid would restore energy, invigorate the senses. Had a good sniff around the contents and picked up a hint of heather and barley. But that could just be my fanciful imagination. Heather and barley in a beaker. Okay. Beaker. Athame is a witch's blade. Right, okay. Maybe there's something to do with the Morrigan, I believe. Oh, right, okay. I've heard, again, that's one of those I've heard of. Don't really know any more than that. I know the word, that's about it. Bigger heather / barley. A beautiful piece of Bronze Age jewellery. Oh yeah, number 4. Glass bowl contained with a round bronze clasp, the thread metal chain. Exquisite. It's a high status find, suggesting the body is that of someone adored or feared by her community. Right, okay, so a Bronze Age jewellery, I mean. Jewellery. That'll do. I'll just write jewellery. We'll have to come back to it if we really need to know more. Oh, goddess of death and water. 3 of them, I think. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, looks like more pages. January 28, 1965. Safe landing back in Blighty. Oh god. Nasty storm over Calcutta, and that awful woman from the V&A was near hysterical. It took all my reserve not to slap the silly creature. Glad to be back. The so-called Tomb of Manotep turned out to be nothing more than an old Tantalite mine. Rather disappointing. Tantalite? Not familiar with that. Need something to get me back in business, something more predictable and lucrative. Cornwall is always good for a few trinkets. Okay. I'll talk to the RS tomorrow, throw in a few mentions of King Arthur, and they'll provide some funding. King Arthur? Okay, just randomly. I borrowed, on a permanent basis, so stolen, an intriguing old volume by the Royal Society, collection of surveys from 1854 covering unexcavated areas of Cornwall. The chaps who conducted the survey were in rather a tiz about the Barrow Hill area. Okay. Part of the Irish Sea. English Channel, nice. A lot of Jonathan Boat's games are set in this area, which is quite nice because it does have a lot of history, and he knows it well, so that's good. What's this here? Barrow Hill is an area of great archaeological interest. Unknown number of barrows, grave cairns, and cyst burials around 4000 BC. Surveys, grave goods, Babin, high status graves. Find mention of bee in Celtic mythology. Royal Society survey. 1854. Right, yes, okay. 54? Yes, yeah. Apparently, it's positively popping with potential finds. It's never been excavated, not in modernity at least. Old farty archaeologists, Bond and Borlays, seem to have skipped past the area, which is rather careless, or perhaps the old stories about Babin scared them off. Their loss is my gain. That means it's right for the digging. Time to fire up the motor. Next stop, Cornwall. Okay. April 4th. When was the last one? February 3rd, okay. Plan to make a full survey of the area from the swamps to the south, with the stone circle at the top of the hill. My predecessors, those keen surveyors, were spot on about Barrow Hill. 24th near motel. Okay. Hey, oh yeah, this is 1965. Okay, my brain was like, hang on. Never mind. There are several sites of interest from the Stone Age to the Iron Age. Plan to make a full reconnaissance tomorrow at first light. April 7th, Barrow Quoit. Oh yeah, we had that last week. Is a fascinating stone structure. Sadly, it has been stripped of its earth mound and is located rather uncomfortably next to a new service station, which has ruined an otherwise pretty little corner of Cornwall. That's modernity for you. Handy motel though, and a half-decent Cornish breakfast in the little cafe. This picture of. Alright. Barrow Quoit before the earth mound was removed. Okay, just some random guy wandering around it. Fate and facility. Nothing's ever straightforward. No. Safe to say, not. 4,000 years ago, the Quoit was a place of great importance to the Cornish clans. Originally, the stones were covered by a huge mound of earth inside an early Bronze Age burial mound. There we go. Stone doorway would have been the only entrance. Inside, the skulls and remains of the ancient ancestors were kept, along with grave goods, in a place of the dead, usually overseen by the clan shaman or seer. They spent their days and nights with the dead, communing and connecting with the past. It is easy to imagine how such figures were seen by their community. Otherworldly, powerful, magical? Perhaps even the Babin myth finds some truth here at Barrow Hill. April 13th, 65. It's been 2 weeks now. Good, solid, honest archaeology. In other words, not very lucrative. Yeah. There have been some fabulous beaker finds, some Stone Age tools, and a charming Iron Age brooch hidden in the brackish water of the old spring. Ooh, a brooch. Be handy. Oh, look. That's a picture of the key that we're missing. Interesting. There's evidence that the pool, known locally as the Druids' Pool, has been a place of worship since the Bronze Age. Offerings, usually in the form of prized items such as jewellery, metal, tableware, or weapons, were tossed into the water to appease the gods who dwelt in the other world. The world reflected in the water. Wonder what other treasures hide deep in the water. Time to go fishing. We have a fishing rod, frankly enough. I'm not sure as if bronze is bronze magnetic? Does it have an iron component, or is it tin? I can't remember. Anyway. April 21st, an angry mob. I was harassed by a few toothless local farmers this afternoon. They were not happy about my dig, but I placated them with a few notes, thanks RS, and promised to leave the actual burials intact and undisturbed. A white lie, but still a lie. I was told in no uncertain terms that any digging at Barrow Farm would not be good for my health. It was a personal threat. You don't say. After admitting that I'd not heard of Barrow Farm, they seemed to be relieved and made their way back down the lane to Witchwood. Grave robbers, stop digging up the dead. Babin sees, Babin knows. He sleeps in the green. You have been warned to stop the digging. Okay. A clue. A clue to what? It was hard to locate, but an old 17th century map places Barrow Farm towards the northeast corner of the wood. Oh, thank you, Nightbot, doing your job. They remove the earth? Not good. Yes, exactly. It's hellishly overgrown the northwards, though there is every possibility that an old building could be lurking in the ivy and bindweed. I'll dig out the machete. Right, okay. Right, we have a map on our phone, don't we? So we've got the Stone Row. Okay, there's the Quoit. The spring, is that the Druids' Pool? The Stone Circle, which we haven't seen yet. Barn, Barrow Farm. Not really sure how we, this is not an easy map considering it doesn't have any of the local features that we're familiar with, but it might be useful. Incredible! I found the farm. It's a ramshackle old place. Stone built to last, with a doorway looking suspiciously like an old Barrow entrance. Wow, yeah, Jesus. Can you imagine going in and out of that to your home every day? 2 upright stones, a solid stone lintel, and further monoliths incorporated into the walls of the building. They built the farmer's shack in the middle of an old burial barrel. The front door was locked, which was a cause of alarm. Does someone still live at the Barrow Farm? Trees are a feature. true. It's just whether it's still, like, the local map still really sort of, you know, matches anything that was, you know, noted in 1700 or whatever. I just wonder if, like, our phone is going to be of any use. I mean, let's face it. Are they crazy? Exactly. Yeah. But why even bother building a house? Why not just dig into the ground and go, right, I'm going to just nestle amongst these graves right now. It'd be fine. There was no answer, so I tried a window. It opened after a little encouragement. No one home, not for a while. Looks like no one has settled at Barrow Farm since the war. There is a strong temptation to start digging straight away, but I must wait for permission from the Royal Society. Slowly, catchy monkey. Yeah. Start digging where exactly? Ooh. God, so... I mean, they say they built their house around it. It looks like it's inside a barrow. This could literally just be Skyrim with a rocking chair in it. Crazy. Oh, April 29th. At last I have my permission. I wonder whose bones rest beneath the soil. Does it matter? Just leave them there. Anyway, all the finds uncovered on Barrow Hill suggest this was a place of high status burials, perhaps even the rulers, kings and queens of the Bronze Age world. A basement. Well, yeah, it could well be, but still, I mean, that's still creepy. Just, you know, I'll make my basement this grave. Of course, there is rumour more of a myth, really, that the legendary Celtic witch Babin is buried hereabouts. If such a creature existed, I will be the first to gaze upon her in over 2,000 years. Some nice little knot work there. And Barrow Farm, 1854. So I expect we're going to see this at some point. Really cool. April 30th. Those who sleep beneath the earth must be left to do so. The wake Babin will end us all. Okay. You must leave now before it's too late. Trouble at the dig. The local Cornish folk are fuming, cursing me in their old language. Some idiot from the service station has blabbed about my plans to dig up the floor of Barrow Farm. I just know there is something underneath. It's the centre of the original barrow, so there's every chance there are remains or grave goods hidden below. But now, it's impossible. Right. No, exactly. It makes you laugh. All these warnings and people are like, oh no, shit went wrong. You're like, well, really, you think so? Perhaps under the cover of darkness. Oh, silly superstitious fools know nothing about archaeology. Oi, May 1st. Oh, May Day. A body? A Bronze Age burial? I knew it. You've still got it, Aggie. I hate people who refer to themselves in the third person in writing, because that's just an extra step of crazy. I must be quick and complete my survey. Right, so that's the kind of dagger we're looking for. It's nice, actually. If this was, you know, sort of any other kind of fiction, it would be, you know, elvish or something. The body is in moderate condition given the age. The chest cavity has collapsed over time, flattening the overall appearance of the body, which looks to be that of a young woman. I've encountered high-status female burials before, but nothing like this. Okay. Kiwi. Knife looking strangely pristine. What is that? I mean, I know what that is, but it's just the overall shape of it is crazy. It's a mad looking trout. And more. Okay, I must admit that this will sound rather daft after daybreak, but I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. I don't feel alone. At first I thought one of the local farmers might be trying to unsettle me, but get me to flee the old farm, screaming, not me. But still, I can't shake the feeling that someone else is present here at Barrow Farm. Midnight. There is someone here. I heard a girl's voice here at the farm. It is a big knife. Heard singing a sad, plaintive song. Starting to wonder, starting to doubt myself, is there someone here? Is it just paranoia? Or is it Babin? Someone who didn't believe in Babin suddenly starts saying, is it Babin? You would think that they would get a bit of self-awareness and go, oh no, I'm going crazy. May 2nd, something happened, something I cannot explain. Caught a ghost on camera, and the world still doesn't believe me. The body, the corpse inside the farm, it moved. I saw it myself. The damn thing moved. The arms just a small twitch at first, becoming unnatural spasms. They reached up round my throat. There is nothing to explain it. The body was alive. Just a moment, I saw it move. It grabbed me. Just good teeth. true, yeah. Wow. He was well kept. Is it her? Is it possible? Okay, at this stage I would be more like it is, but whatever. There was a struggle. It was dark. I felt the old bone around my neck. There was a snapping sound. I fought to get my balance and tumbled. The arms were destroyed, broken into thousands of splintered fragments. I hastily reburied the remains, but I'm keeping the finds. They are too precious to leave. I will not surrender them. I am leaving immediately. I should have listened. And that's it. Okay. Is this one do anything? Oh, Jesus, what's that? Volume 40... No? Hang on, C... Oh no, C is 100, isn't it? So... 176? Oh yeah, volume 176, there we go. Oh, 350? Date withdrawn. Right, so this is the thing that she borrowed indefinitely. Research for the potential new RS dig site in the Barrow Hill area. Signed Agatha Dunharker. He's dead now, yes. Definitely dead. God, how long... Oh, this is it, okay. Use me. Right, yawning. Barrow Hill. Right, these stones are very familiar. They all have an individual name, and they appeared in the first game because original Barrow Hill centres around a specific cairn, I guess. No, it's not a cairn, is it? It's a barrow. Sorry, the eponymous barrow, I guess. But around it are these stones, and you have to appease them all with various offerings. But they also all have an individual name. Not that I can remember any of them right now. Perched on the edge of Barrow Moor between St Awful and Sore Point. St Awful and Sore Point. Barrow Hill is an area of great archaeological interest, boasting several Neolithic and Bronze Age sites. There is a mention of a Barrow farm in the Doomsday Book. Standing stones, yes. Suggesting habitation at some point in the Middle Ages, although no sign of the farm or any sign of... Okay. Although no sign of... Point in the Middle Ages... Some point in the Middle Ages, although no sign of the farm or any sign of was made on the recent visit by this journal. Whatever. As well as the impressive stone circle which crowns the hill, there is also evidence of a wider circle surrounding the hill, though many are obscured by Cornish hedge, many of which date from antiquity and the Cornish stitch farming. It is impossible at present to state how many significant monuments are present at Barrow Hill. To this date, the hill has been ignored or remained undiscovered by Bond Borlase et al., leading this journal to suggest an immediate acknowledgement of the Royal Society. Yes, yeah, this is much earlier. This is, yeah, the other woman, the one we were just reading about, she stole this book because it had information on this place, and so she was like, oh, excellent, I'm going to go there and dig it up. If they're too much of a coward, you know, all this stuff. Excuse me. The impression, based on similar sites such as Avebury and Stanton Drew, is that Barrow Hill was once the centre of intense Neolithic activity with an unknown number of barrows, grave cairns and cist burials around, I don't know cist burials, I'm not familiar with that term, around 4000 BC. Later, in the Bronze Age, 2000 BC, stone circles, dolmens and megaliths were added to the existing complex of ceremonial structures, creating a place of obvious astronomical or religious focus. It is the concern of this journal that the many treasures that hide beneath the soil would become a target of grave robbers and treasure hunters. It is a small miracle that barrows have not been disturbed by farming or industrialisation. Small miracle, or creepy ghost woman. The Cornish people fear the hill as a place of dark worship and death, which may explain the lack of medieval grave robbing. Yep. In nearby Witchwood, the local folklore was against desecrating the grave of Babin, a character from a traditional rhyme thought to be an ancient witch or shaman who dwelt upon the hill. Babin sees, Babin knows, the eye and ear of owl and crow. Okay. In the green she sleeps serene. We live our lives within her dream. To wake the witch, to steal away, you'll be dead by break of day. Ooh, okay. So yes, that woman is almost certainly dead anyway, purely not because of her age, but also because of the fact that she disturbed the stuff and was probably, you know, killed horrifically by Babin. Oh, sorry, one page. Babin, here we are. Babin is a character from Celtic mythology associated with the woods and valleys of Cornwall. She is the Green Lady of the Woods, the living female form of the growing world, a contradiction to Herne or Cernunnos? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Oh really? Cisbearer is a stone box to hold a body. Interesting. So it's okay. Interesting. So it's yeah, so like a regular grave but with a stone box instead of a obviously a wooden one. Okay, such. Interesting, okay. So it's like a sarcophagus underground almost. Oh yes, is it Cernunnos or Cernunnos? Who represent male fertility and the strength that binds the material and knowable. Legend claims Babin is buried in a hilltop tomb a few miles from Witchwood, a small Cornish village that still celebrates her name in the form of a traditional witch, rather unfortunately. The Green Man is Cernunnos. Oh, okay, yes, I've heard of the Green Man, of course. Nice, okay. Her image tops spires. Right, I see, okay. I couldn't get that sentence right in my head for a second. The image tops spires, weather vanes, as well as warning away evil. A local dish made from the wild fowl and stock is named after her as... Oh, wildfowl, okay. As well as the rather invigorating brew known to rejuvenate the body and the old and sickly. What is the body? Offers to Babin can include twig effigies, quartz stones, prayers to cairns, or the gift of metal, precious and non-precious, prompting some to believe that the Babin myth originates in the late Bronze Age or early Celtic legend, making her a significant figure in ancient history. Right. Right, yes, and she has a... Is that a pentacle or a pentagram? Between the wax and waning. Right, hang on. Does this look similar to anything I've written down previously? Not really. No, I mean, they're sort of runic symbols in some ways, but... or alchemical symbols, actually, aren't they? Interesting. Okay. That's the positive side. Exactly. And his old woman looks at things. Right, so that's outside the farm that she found. That's the goddess symbol at the top, is it? Okay. He's a dusting a rock. Okay. Let's see if we can pick up any other random things. Oh! The scroll? Oh, hang on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh! Oh! That's where the different things would be. So she had a... you know, jewellery, a beaker, a bowl and a dagger. Now, on the pictures it looked like the dagger was... Right, the dagger was at her feet. That could be one, yes. Not sure how we'd narrow down the others unless it's literally just in that order. Quick scroll, see if anything else comes up. No, okay. Interesting. Oh, perfect. We got a trap. Smell the fun. Yes, I reckon that we probably... Because she left the remains there, didn't she? But she took the stuff, is what she was saying. So I reckon we probably got to find the things that she stole and put them back to essentially appease her. There's the... Right, so we've got a trowel, nice. There's the map. One of these things here somewhere, isn't it? Here we are. Right, okay. Barrow Farm is right there. Of course, right, yeah. We haven't been to Barrow Farm, but whoever had this phone first, I believe, has. Because I don't recall seeing it at all. I have no idea where we are. Where are we? We're... Oh, we're basically where this little phone symbol is anyway. Oh no, we're out back here. Oh, that's so small. So somehow we want to try and get up the road? Oh, just turn that off. There we go. Okay. Now. For the security thing, we have to somehow identify where we are. Parked under the sun sphere. Exactly. Okay. We've got a... Hang on. Have a quick look in here again. Does this have any... Right, so that gave us the phone number. It doesn't tell us anything. We need... It's a combination of numbers and letters, apparently. And it will tell us our location. Oh, yeah. We can do something with this, but... Oh, God, we've got a whole bunch of new things now. Crowbar. Crowbar? No. Okay. Boil it. No. Okay. Radio station on the map. Ooh, I don't know. Have a look. Not sure how I would... Don't... Now, the radio station is in the... Oh, is this... I think this is it. Barrow Hill Radio. There it is. It's to the south, in the swampy areas. I wish this was like a fast travel system. that would be handy. But apparently not. Ooh, bygones, vintage clothes, bric-a-brac, vinyl records, blah 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 blah. Clothing, Edwardian style night dress. Okay. Okay. So she picked up some... Oh, no, hang on. That's sword point. Okay. So she... Right, I think this is the woman that we're looking for. She came here with a bunch of clothes and then had a Victorian style dress that she just bought. So she got changed for some reason? I can't think why. Just checking to see if these bags offer us anything more. Not seeing anything. Yeah, okay, just back. Right, okay. Turn around. Hang on. Is there anything over here? No, there isn't. Okay. Like the ghost picture. Yes. No, that's where we found one of those memory cards, wasn't it? Yeah. So we need to go sort of up and around, strangely. Now we're in... Oh, we only go forward or backwards, so forwards. Right. Okay. We're back at this place. Right, we're back at the back of the building, but with the other side of the wall we can't climb. So we need to find... Oh god, I've sort of kind of gone a bit lost. Oh, I see, maybe. So that's the point which we just passed. Neolithic monument. Okay. It would be nice if we could zoom in any other fashion, because yeah, this map is tiny. So we've just come all the way around and we're about here-ish. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, and Baby wouldn't. God, yeah. Yes, exactly. And yeah, and just to confuse everybody, it's in bloody period dress. God damn it. Alright, okay. So... Okay, hang on. Realistically, what we want to try and do, get out to the main road and follow that. I bet that's not going to happen, because it'll probably be like, no, we don't walk along roads here.
Broadcasting from Barrow Hill.
We've been down that way? Oh no, we can't. Okay. For some reason I thought I saw an arrow.
Harvest celebrations are in.
Right. So we literally can't follow the road. But we can... go here. Barrow Woods map. Ka-ching! Oh, okay, bonus. Oh, here we are. Okay. There's baby shops online. No. These shops at Saw Point, or is it St. Awful or whatever? Right, okay. That... What is... Barrow... Right, oh, okay. It's all colour-coded. So the wishing stones. Oh, yes, we... Right, okay, yes. I remember the wishing stones, yes. The Druid's Pool. That's where we want to go. Oh, we want to see if we can get the glasses, don't we? Out of the, Out of the... The barbecue? The picnic area, that's the one. What's this here? Old Oak. Dormo 4, okay. This one down here? That's the Coit. Have we been to the Coit? Doesn't look familiar. Or is that where... Or is it going in there is where the backpack and the laptop are? I think that may be. Okay, so we actually have a map now. Picnic area. Right, yes. Yeah, let's head there first. Okay, so we need... I don't know exactly how it's going to go forward. Right. So at the junction we go to, we need to turn left, then straight on, then left. Let's see if that's how that works. How do we get out? There we are. Oh, and we get to... Oh, the map is right here anyway. Okay. Okay. We go up the hill. Oh, well, there's a sign for the picnic area anyway. That's handy. Oh. No, this is not where we wanted to be. Okay. So left? There is no left. Okay. Forward. That way. That way. Oh, bloody... Oh, that damn noisy mobile. Where are we? Oh, it's her again.
Do you feel it? Some change in the atmosphere? It's similar to that feeling from before. Something is awake. Someone that was laid to rest and should have been left undisturbed.
Oh, yeah, we sort of kind of put
You
that
can
together.
feel it too. I know you can. Is it just the equinox? I need you. We all do. Please investigate. Help put things right again.
We're on it. Don't worry. Not a problem. Oh, wait. Is this right next to the pool? Oh, yeah, see, if we follow... Right, yeah, okay, the pool is here. Then if we go this way... The picnic area. Okay. Yeah, okay. Vaguely got my bearings. Oh, maybe... Hang on, can we crowbar this? Oh, but then it doesn't say we... Oh, yeah, it does say. It does say we can use things right here. Down the edge. Not a crowbar. How many things are we not going to use a crowbar for? But clearly a crowbar can be used. Oil, of course. That's exactly what we needed on that. They are mangled. What does he want the broken glasses for? How the hell did they end up in there anyway? That's still the barbecue. Okay. Just a huge hitbox. Yeah, we've still got this crystal thing we can use as well, haven't we? In some places. In fact, in very few places, actually. Have we got something we can clean with? Trowel? Yes! Hey! Sorry, door went. Oh, yeah, that's no problem. Sorry, hang on one second. We didn't need the fishing hook. We could take the grate off if we poured oil on it. Apparently. Apparently oil was the key to removing the grate, and then we could just pick up the glasses, which are mangled to hell. You know, whatever. And now I'm just randomly using a trowel on some moss. Can I scry on the map? Oh, I don't know. Bear with me. MK for OT. Well, that's Oliver Tyndall. Oh god, what's the other woman's name? Mia Kendall? Well, that's got to... She's not interested in him, is she? I can't remember. I thought it was him for her. Interesting. But that's not the only bit of moss we've seen around that needed clearing up, is it? Where was more? I have to bear that in mind. There is a stone somewhere with some moss on it that we were clearing off. Oh yeah, sorry, the map. I use objects. I can't use objects and the map at the same time. So it's its own little thing. Right, okay, here we are. We're back at the pool. A log with runes, was there? Jesus, I don't remember that at all. Let me know if you see it or whereabouts. We've still got this. It swings. It seems to swing sort of the same amount wherever I am. Can't use it here because it's not a use object area. I can use it here. Buy the 3 cans. Right, okay, no problem, we'll head up that way shortly. Maybe. It's just... I don't know, it's so weird sort of having this here and then I can't do anything weird. It's almost sort of slightly frustrating. Go ahead. Right, yeah, because it's supposed to be we're looking for the key to go in here, aren't we? Oh, I forgot that, didn't I? Maybe. Hang on, I just want to remind myself one more time. Here we go. Yes, and no matter what screen I'm on, it seems to move the same. It seems to give the same sound. And visually doesn't give off any kind of indication of something new, as far as I can tell. So it's not very useful in that regard. Right. Where were those stones? They were... because that's them ones up there, isn't it? So I need to backtrack one and take a left. That's this way. There we are, this way. Right, okay, yeah. And we reckon there's like some kind of offerings need to be given up to these so that they can break their wishes, essentially. There is a giant set of symbols in the... Yes! Which they're not very, you know, careful at moving around. It did. Yeah, it looked. Yeah, in fact, it looked almost sort of like a, almost like a baby's rattle stood on end. Oh, sorry, look out the window. Oh yeah, we got this hand here. Ah. Oh, damn it! No, didn't do that. Did we do something with this previously? Or was it just a hole in a tree?
Gab.
Do you hear that? Where something just said something. Creepy. What was the sound? I have no idea. I heard like the briefest of something. I thought something was about to say, like something was talking. But then it stopped because I accidentally, well, not accidentally, but I turned and it sort of seemed to cut it off. A woman's voice, yes, yeah, exactly. Thought it looked like the picture in the Book of the Deity. Oh, it could have been, yes. That would make more sense, actually, to be honest. What am I looking for exactly? Where am I going? I don't know anymore. Hang on. Okay, let's have a look at that. Right. We're up here. Okay. We've been there, been there. Oh, the stump. Right, that's the stump we need to go. Right, okay, so it's back one and left. Left in some fashion. That's not... Yeah, that's not where we need to go. Back this way. Can we... Right, yeah, we went left. It's right up this way. Here it is. The stump. Okay, trap. Let's clean this off and see what's supposed to be here. A bunch of iron studs. It is a handprint on the tree, yeah. I can't interact with it, it's just there to be creepy, apparently. Oh, okay, I can click on the... Oh, I'm making a symbol? Oh god, oh, hang on. Oh no. I've written any symbols down? Yeah, I have. I've written... So far, all I've done is I've written down like that kind of symbol. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's that there. That there. Oh yeah, because these symbols represent people, don't they? How's that? That's the only symbol I have. That is the one on the front door. What could that possibly represent? Right, so zooming in anywhere on that screen just leads to that. And it resets the symbol. Okay. Nothing else going on. But that's where... Right. Okay, well that's the other bit of moss we found at least. That's a bonus, I think. Ooh. Oh, some glowy stuff that side. I can't quite work out what that is. What should it be? It's opposite this? Be the... Oh, that would probably be like the back of the building, so that would be where the... that's that thing, the... What's it called? This thing here. The... Quoit, that's the one. I scry here. Don't think so. I'm not looking. Not looking. I don't have any symbols. You know, the. You're right though. It doesn't always show us. Nothing there. Hang on. unfortunately not. All I can do is... I mean, it's interesting, I guess. I can do that stuff with the back of the with the stump, but not very helpful. Oh, and here's the tractor, which we never do anything with because I completely forgot it was even here. And this looks like there should be much more going on, but there isn't. Why? Because the woods won't let us through. It's creepy. Here's... oh yeah, this was the bit of paper I've already written that down. Oh yeah, because that represents the... That's the bit inside the... Far from a farm. Well, you say that, but we're getting closer to where the farm is on the map, but I don't think we've ever actually made it to the farm, because I think the farm, the other side of the you know, the thingies, the whatchamacallits, the branches that won't let us pass. Well, yeah. I guess it's had plenty of time to degrade. Which, I don't even know which way I'm facing anymore. Oh, but where does this go? Oh right, okay, yeah, that's where we were. We come upon and we sort of turn left, basically. Seems to be what happens here. So then that is carrying on forwards. So that is carrying on this way, but we can't. Oh, no, that's not what I want. But according to this map, that's where the farm is. Or at least, you know, further down, because we're generally somewhere around here. And that we're looking that way. That is my belief, anyway. Oh no, you're forgetting the oil was clearly for the barbecue. I mean, and obviously required so much of it that we completely run out. I don't know why that would be a thing. Crazy. That's the way back. That's where we were. And that's the way forward, but we can't go. And that's that. The forest, exactly, yeah. Just falling apart. I think I've spun around here before. Yeah, okay, nothing going on. We're back to this place. Again. Oh, hang on, we got more tools. Can we do something with this? Have we still got the screwdriver? We have. Hey! These are screws, apparently. I thought they were bolts. I don't know what we're doing with this, but we can do it, so bonus. What the hell is that? Is MP3 player? Okay. Nothing else going on here. Is the rope for us to follow? That's an idea, actually. What was that? Where am I looking? Right, so we need to go back up this way. We'll just get a closer look at this. Power cable of some description? It looks like it goes off that way, doesn't it? Which suggests it cuts through to the... No, the transmission tower, maybe? We go down this way. And... hang on, what did I just pick up, by the way? An MP3 player, here we are. Okay, so we got Gus's MP3 player. But in theory, the cable should have come somewhere along here. Except maybe it actually cuts... Or maybe it actually continues over there and it cuts to like the power station or something. Hang on, sorry, going around in circles because of the fact that I can't just double back on where I was. But yeah, that's the back of the building. That's the... Alright, yeah, there's the... Michael Jackson. That leads to back here. Don't see that cable anymore. It's almost like we should. The way it sort of seems to lead isn't helpful. Oh no, hang on. Maybe, alright, hang on, maybe the crowbar is for the door. It is. Jesus. Of all the things we could have used the crowbar for, it's like, no, this one thing here.
I've got a caller on the line. You're speaking with Emma Harry.
Hello?
Hello, caller.
Hello?
You're live on the air on BHR.
I farmed these parts all my life. And my father before me. And his dadda before him. And well, forever really. We've got ancestors buried in those Barrow woods. The world may have changed, but the old names, the family names, remain. And one name, the oldest name, should never be said.
I've heard plenty of strange things about Barrow Hill.
It's her that walks the woods. The Lady of the Leaves.
Lady
She
of the
won't
Leaves.
rest since her treasures were taken.
Frightening to hear.
That grave robber, back in the 60s. She took 'em.
I can tell you are worried.
Babin will know. She'll be hunting tonight, seeking revenge. I said her name. You made me say it. She'll know it was me.
What?
The ears
I hear her. I can hear her.
Say that again?
She's here. She's beautiful.
The eyes. You've got to get out of there.
She's...
Hello? Hello? I hope they'll be alright. I'll try and give them a call back.
Yes.
It's certainly an extraordinary night tonight, the autumn equinox. As for you other folks, I've got a calming track coming up. Welcome to Barrow Hill Radio.
Listen to a man die on the phone.
I'll
Here's some
be
cool
back
jazz.
after these messages.
Very great. Mellow months aboard.
Jeez.
Both
Just a
crews
slow pan onto the radio on
bring
these
the
dirty
second
dishes.
agent
There.
to your home.
Oh, hang on, where's the... Oh, there's got to be an off button. There was on the last one. There we go. Phew. It's just, you know, quite annoying music. So yeah, we just slowly zoom in on these. Oh, these must be like 10-year-old dishes. Lovely. And if I remember correctly, they weren't clean when you got here in the first game. Eesh. But yeah, she seems to basically you say her name and she appears. That seems kind of annoying. What am I? Why did I zoom in here? It's the grill pan. Use the crowbar. What on the radio? Slam the crap out of it. Note once again, it's a single-use crowbar. Oh, what is that? Oh. Wow. Have we got something to get rid of? Yes, was there? Light everything on fire? No, there isn't. Oh, hang on, do we... Up here, is this a fly killer or something? There we are. Why couldn't I turn that on before? Ah. Exactly, so Gus, the annoying git, shoved his stuff in there with all the flies. Because he's nice like that. We have to go back to the laptop to see that, don't we? Do that again shortly, because that's just outside, thankfully. Oh no, it's outside the other side of the wall. Eek. Instant, exactly, yeah. Fly be gone. Just disappears. A microwave? Do we even want to open this? I don't think so. Oh, this would be... For some reason earlier on we had a random picture showing us how to wire a plug. Hang on. Surely we can at least open it. You don't need to plug it in to open. That's a mechanical thing. Right, so we're looking for a plug somewhere. I mean, I knew it was going to come up because it, you know, there was a picture showing us how to wire a plug, but still. You just, at the time, you're like, why do I need this? Oh no, wrong button. Strip the plug off something else. Got all these toasters around. No, okay, not seeing anything. Spin round again. Oh god, that flashing, it's not nice. Nothing in the bin. Oh yeah, we zoomed in here, didn't we? And I zoomed out immediately. On the radio, exactly. I don't know who's powering all these radios and leaving them on everywhere. The lady watches from the trees when the sun and moon doth meet. Save their souls, the souls of the three. So the people we're looking for? What is... Oh my god, it's a rusty knife. Okay, I thought it was a bit of wood. Because I couldn't see the handle there. I just literally thought this was like a slanted bit of wood. I was like, what a weird thing to pin something down with. Anywho, okay. So that aside, oh, we can zoom in here. There's our plug. Wasn't me. Oh, what's that attached to? It's like the world's oldest mixer. Okay. Right, now, plug. Earth. 5 and neutral. Oh, and we need a fuse. Well, I'm not going to turn that on. We've got no fuse. Or do I? No, okay, it's not complete. Okay, right. It was like that when I got it. Exactly, no one's going to know. And it has been, what, a decade? It's fine. Some rats did it. But finally, we can get into this building we've been looking at for God knows how long. You restored the balance 10 years ago. You can please Babin when her treasures are made anew. Right. So maybe not find the old stuff because that woman disappeared, but make new ones. That kind of makes sense, to be fair. More sense than trying to find the old stuff. Okay, that's a forward button. So yes, this was in the first game as well. Oh, fuse in the till? Sure, why not? Music's gone a little bit Silent Hill-esque. Oh, blimey. Someone's setting up some weird rituals in this place. I believe the candles were written by... written? What am I talking about written? Were lit by our friend who bought the dress. She came here to perform these weird rituals, looking for her brother, and sort of commune with the, I don't know, the dead or spirits or whatever. So she's been around setting up all these positions. Odd that we can't, you know, just... Hang on. Curious, can I get these back to front? Oh, I can. Eee. Don't want to do that, do you? Right, and fuse. Did I get them back to front? No, I don't think I did, so... Okay, yeah, so that's complete. But it's not on. Did I? Oh, okay, I'll try them the other way. I thought I got them the right way round. Oh, wow, I got them the wrong way round. It's been that long since I wired a plug. Okay. Here we go, midnight. The switch didn't work, unfortunately. It was just the plug. Oh. What could I possibly want to put in there? The ancient microwave. Jesus, look at the rust coming off this thing. Well, that's working. We'll leave it at that. Good lord. Anywho, yeah. So yeah. So I think it's our friend that's been walking around doing all these weird things. Dual microwave, exactly. Even weirder, to be fair. Put some sugar in there. Oh, she walks here. The green grow. Fear the plants, watch the trees. Okay. The green grows free. That sounds like a tongue twister. Living in the future. Oh god, what's he doing? Okay. The conker there for some reason. What the hell? Okay. Oh. Brew. Yes, you're right. Okay, so these have to be lit in a certain order, otherwise they go out. And that one never looks like it's lit. What's going on there? What did we do? Top, bottom left, bottom right, left, right. Okay. Now what? Spirit, water, fire, air, earth. Oh, right, okay. That's probably telling us then. Mint, go. Who has a 2-letter crossword hint? Yes. Right. Oh no. So I think this here is literally just to tell us the order, but we just kind of guessed it anyway. 1, 4. There's 1, 4, 3, 5, 2. Although that's a good way of writing it, so I'll put that down. Hadn't thought about that. 1, 4, 3, 5, 2. Which is, in case it needs to come up with a specific colouring or something later, which is spirit. Water. Fire. Air. And earth. There we go. Just note them down in case I need them. But, okay. I'll do that and nothing happened. Not how you draw a star. No, it's true. I mean, because I couldn't use anything. There's nothing else to use here. Just light the candles. I don't understand what I was meant to do. The flame, yes. So I think that was supposed to be the hint, as in the colour represents the element as such, and so when it gives you those elements, it's like, so spirit is meant to be purple, or oh, it's kind of pink, I guess. Then we have. Oh, water is blue, isn't it? But then again, it doesn't work if it's not the right order anyway. The water is green. Oh yeah, blue is air, so that's the yeah. And then yellow for earth or whatever. It grew. I know. Yeah, it sort of does this weird sort of appearing grow thing every time you look at it. Very strange. Anyway, let's look around and see if something else comes up. Probably like another ingredient of sorts we're missing. Another memory card. You don't need to do the violins every time, thank you. Okay, that was that there. Okay. That's the till we can go back to. Can we go forward? What the fuck? Ooh. Wait. There was a woman in a dress out there, but you're right. That can't be Babin. Why would it need to be in a dress like that? That's not right. So, is that the spirit of our friend? Random camera up there. Oh, and another memory card. This idiot. He's throwing these memory cards everywhere. The thing is though, I'm not sure they're even really helpful. So far the ones we... Cat jumped on the piano, exactly. So far the memory cards we've seen haven't really, you know, offered any information. Oh! Runes. Ooh. Runestones, that's handy. They look like the ones we put around the pool in the Quoit. Get well soon. Leslie. Okay. Oh, what is this? Pagan prayer wheel. Okay. Sucker up. Yeah! Oh, it's a ghost vacuum. Ooh. See, there's that symbol again, the hourglass. We made the hourglass earlier and it didn't really seem to do anything. But that's the second or third time we've seen that specific picture. Oh, it started here. True, that's the image of the first game. Essentially, they're the standing stones around the Barrow of the first game, which makes sense because of course she came here looking for her brother who was, you know, killed because of the first game. Goes in the same. Goes in the circle on the stone. Goes in the circle on the stone. Where you put something. Oh, right. Yes, I get you. Not seeing anything else to look at here. Always come back, I guess. Right, you're right. Let's go out. Gotta do these memory cards anyway. Going around these circles. There we are. Oh god. And go to that circle. Skip the fence again. You know, if I had to go over this fence more than once personally, I would be making some form of effort to come back again. You know, just knock the fence down or something. No one's really going to care. Okay, here we are. We'll do this bit first, see what it offers. In the centre. No, it doesn't. What the hell? Runestone? Ah, we can put the runestones around the outside. That's all that we get. What the hell? That sounded a bit like just one cornetto. Oh, do we get to move these around? No, not really. That looks like a picture of a confused person. Like, no, you've done something wrong. Ah, we can put them in the centre. Anywhere, seemingly. What? See, we can put these around the outside now. Owl. Bat. Oh, wolf. Oh, God. Okay. Right. But was that reference to all of these? Or what? According to like the image I put down earlier, they're in that order. Right, that looks like the no, you got this wrong. Exactly. Right, so we'll put 3 in the middle. Oh, crumbs, sorry. Still don't know what this prayer wheel... Oh, I can't... Once the runes are out, I can't actually do anything else. I don't know how to activate it, though. I put that there. And I sort of click around. Oh, damn it. Sorry, I don't keep meaning to hit that. Can I... Let's look at the prayer wheel first. Oh, I can spin it. Oh, maybe that's just to help you read it. Hidden within, the water must flow for the woods to live. And the spring has dried so long ago. You must seek the key that turns the rings, for only then the water sings. From the moorland up high to the pool down below, the water is sacred, everyone knows. Turn the key correctly is what you must learn. So burn me with lightning. Oh my god. That looks like it's spinning back the other way now. So burn me with lightning, my message revealed. The metal threads that weave to and fro are the pattern, a message from me to you. Oh, okay. So, oh right, okay, so this WW created a pattern out of these metal things, and we have to burn this to reveal that full pattern. And that will then tell us the order to turn the key at the pool. Not that we have that key yet. We have to burn that somewhere. Again, we've got these here though. I don't know why it would play before. Burn it with lightning. In the microwave? Oh, you're right, of course. Jesus, that's some out-of-the-box thinking. Yeah, you know how before, like, I'd put something down, it would just play. I don't know why that isn't happening now. I don't know what it is that sort of seems to trigger it to start doing something. Oh, or... Why... No. I've still got these, you know, you can use something here icons. Right, okay. Hang on, let me just put that there. Can't interact with it, doesn't seem to do anything. But right, so placing these down outside seems to give a no, that's not right kind of answer. But before, we had it right when they were all in the centre except for one of them. Or 2 of them. Owl. Right, so this looks like the same thing. Oh, bat. Ooh, fox. Stag. Leaves. Not that that's exceptionally helpful. Because there's 6 runes and only 5 symbols, and I don't understand why only 5 symbols. Right, so according to the thing we wrote, like the picture that was at the... Oh, and one in the middle. Okay, maybe. Gaps in the ring? Oh, I get you, yeah. Oh, I see. Like that kind of thing? For some reason it registered that as a no. Oh, yeah. Oh, probably because I clicked outside the circle. It seems to me I put a rune down outside the circle. It's like, no, you got it wrong. Like, that's not what I was aiming for. But if I was to put these in the order that I know them, they should be sort of kind of there. No, okay. I'm starting to get the feeling that we somehow activated the correct thing before. Like we got the symbols we were meant to. As to how, I don't exactly know. Oh yeah, there's this thing here. What is this? Oh, does this like need cleaning or something? I think the problem is I don't know how to activate it properly. Because I just seem to... I put stuff down and then randomly I'll maybe misclick one and it'll be like, oh, this is outside the circle, and it will play whatever it wants to play. Normally the you got it wrong symbol. And then... But I don't understand... But also the actual order in which they go, because we have that picture that we had before, which looked like this, and it seemed to suggest that there was a... Thanks. That there was a, you know, a specific way in which they're meant to play, but or be, I should say. But it didn't actually do anything. Like, as in, according to that image, they would all be out here. Unless that image is implying that it's just sort of saying, don't worry about the order, these are the runes you need. So it was just sort of saying, some point you're going to find these symbols and use them here. That's more likely what that is actually, thinking about it. Yeah. Kind of guessing now. No, it's just... Nope. I get the feeling the one we've had already was probably the most important. Oh, we can look at a shoe. A memory card in there as well. Oh, Jesus, thank you. Why can I still pick her shoe up? She was a size 5. She had tiny feet. Okay. I don't know why, but there's something about these bags still sort of stands out predominantly. Anyway, point is, that's irrelevant. Oh wait, look, there's more of these symbols here. Maybe if we write down, if we put one of these on the log, it will show something different. Let me write them down. That's your size 5. Okay, hang on. I probably should have drawn these earlier. And right, so we've got square. Triangles there. There we go. Okay. Let's try them next time we're out that way. Was it this one? No. That's the transmission that's not correct. Oh. Right. Oh yeah. This is the farmhouse, isn't it? Where was the... It was something to do with the project, wasn't it? Here we are. Edit project here. Control square face. Exactly. Capture clips. From device. Here we are. Right, these are the ones we picked up. Who's saying hello? Oh wait, we can throw them in order? We've got another 2 to find by the looks of it. Oh no. Oh god, okay, hang on. So, this is our friend. That's the Edwardian dress. Right, yeah, our friend, yeah, Mia Kendall, yes. Let's play, yeah. I know.
Okay, look. Come closer. Gus, here. This is the book Elsie lent me. The Dark Path.
Right.
What's it about? It looks second-hand, you emo.
Emo?
Shh. It's the old Cornish religion. You know, pagan stuff. Here. That's weird. What's happened to the book?
Hey, Mia.
Alright.
What's wrong with your arms?
What's wrong with your arms?
What is that? What is it? I can't get it off.
Think. Okay, next page. Clip.
That symbol. You're obsessed with it.
Oh, okay. X with 2 lines. Oh, yeah, that's the hourglass. It's just not very well drawn. Terabyte. They're doing better than me. That's all I can say. Right, so burn one of them for some reason. Stamp it out on the floor. Didn't you want to burn it?
And there you go. Last one. See, Mia, I am a believer.
Okay, yeah. There's another one of those clips. Yeah, that's where we find out the clip in the key in the whatchamacallit. Right, okay. So this one here seems to go after the door that he knocks on. I won't spend time looking at that because we haven't got the rest anyway. So we're looking for another 2 to complete that. Okay. Let's log out. Okay. I mean, I don't know as if they're really going to be useful in the long run. But we caught those 2. Oh, yes, and there's still that... bloody thing of finding out what site we're at for the security people. Because didn't that... Yeah, there's the symbol again. Is there a WW here? No. It's Witchwood, though. I wonder if somebody has the last name Witchwood. See, that's what the Coit is meant to look like. Is that what we're in at the moment? I don't feel like it is, but I assume it's meant to be based on its positioning and the general sort of overall structure. Because because we spoke to that kid. Well, I don't think he's meant to be a kid, but it looks like a kid. That Trevor kid, and he wanted his glasses back. Is it Trevor? Oliver, sorry. Oliver Tyndall, that's it. The T got me confused. So he wants his glasses back. Oh yeah, the microwave. How do we get back in again? Oh Jesus, come on, turn around. This way. There we go. Right, I've got to loop round. No, it's straight ahead, isn't it? There we are. Right, yeah, okay. We're heading for the microwave. We'll try that first. Hey! Oh, damn it, no. Oh, okay. Hang on, maybe I have to press the button afterwards? God damn it, stop leaving. Oh, okay. I had to click on the door. There we go. Oh, I see. It's a puzzle of the route you have to take somehow. Okay. Nice. Okay. Cool. We got that. Good work. Oh, clicked out the clicked out the game. Didn't do that. Excellent work, team. I'm glad you're all keeping up with me. Now where? I do it again. Oh, what do you think it? No, gone too far. Yeah. I think it isn't quite enough. Okay. Have a look. I can. Let's see if it matters. Yes, but I don't think it matters. Whee. Not sure it's really safe having the radio in the sink anyway. Surprised the power just hasn't exploded. Right, okay. I want to head for that tree stump, so you're putting in either of those. Hang on, Roddy. You've just come from there, so right, okay, yeah. Putting in any more of those sort of symbols onto the top actually makes a difference. Is that's not the way of the stump, is it? That's the tractor. We need to right, okay. This map is actually quite helpful. It's down here and right? Yeah, here we go. Cool. Right, what were those other symbols? Okay, we got the oh, we can make effigies with them. Nice, I think. That's brave. Okay, and then we've got I didn't realise this is what we were doing. It looks like string. I didn't realise we were putting twigs in there. Ka-ching. Yeah, and then the next one, see if we can make this at all, with this one. There we go, powerful effigy. There we go, so we've got brave, cowardly, and powerful. But, right, do you think maybe they then go on the stones? The like the wishing stones? Which are that way? Let's have a look. Who is this one? So this would be Oliver because of his wish for Mia. Bevan, right? Yeah. Okay. What's the difference between brave and powerful in this regard? Let's just try one anyway and see what happens. That's a brave. I reckon out of the three, Oliver is probably the coward. Give it a go, see what happens. As long as it's not like a voodoo doll or something, we just accidentally kill them all. No, okay. Nothing happened, so in some ways that's a bonus, I guess. Actually, did I even pay attention to? Oh, I just picked that. Look, that one's the. I reckon, if anything, she'd probably be swapped with powerful. Let's swap those around there anyway. No, that's not the button I wanted. Nothing, okay. So maybe the other two... I'll swap the other way around. Can't hurt. Is he a coward? Because... I don't know. Surely he's not brave. Now, do I just keep trying? Or am I looking for something specific that's going to tell me? Also, why... She's obsessed with the hourglass, isn't she? So that makes sense. She's got that one anyway. Actually, thinking about it. And since we've just tried the other two, in both ways, and nothing happened. I'm trying to think something's not quite right. Maybe we're actually looking for different symbols. There's one. There are four. Actually, was there something in a book somewhere about these symbols? In this one. Here we are. Maybe, right, so maybe we can make angry. I imagine orator's going to be of much use, but maybe... Exactly. If we've only got the three, I think we've done probably the options we could do, but maybe he's angry because his mother's dying? Let's try that. Okay. It's a little bit running around, but let's try that. Leave them there as they are. I think this way? Yes, here we are. Okay. Angry was just a cross. Which makes sense. Ross. Oh, okay. Did I get that right? Yeah, it is, yeah. Oh, maybe we can't make that one? Or is he sly? Is someone sly? Oh god, how did Sly go again? Come on, give me my inventory. There we are. Right, so that's P shape and a 90 degree. Okay, let's try that. P shape. Oh, interesting. That doesn't work. Because there's no middle point here. How does... Will it work if I just click on it, maybe? Oh, that might be it, actually. No, it won't. It has to have a line in the middle. So I can't do sly. But also it didn't work for angry. Which I thought it would. Interesting. Okay. And the other one was orator. We could try and make it, I guess. See if that changes it. Although I'm not sure, again, that would work with the up and the down. Let's try. Anyway, it requires a straight line down. That way, like a hook. Okay. And this way, like a hook. There we go. So we can get the orator. Rotate it. Oh, right. I see, of course, because it has it go this way. Right. I see, you're a genius. What was the symbol again? Here we are, right, okay. So 90 degree and a T, okay. So 9... Ah, no, because then, even if it's rotated, I still can't do the 90 degree. At no point can I do a 90 degree angle. Right, so say if that's the 90 degree we go with, we're then looking for a T shape that comes off of it at an angle. We don't have that. Again, because we don't have these ones here. Yeah, basically, that doesn't exist. Why is angry? Angry didn't work. Let's try orator. See if we can throw that into any of the symbols. I think I'm getting the hang of the directions here. Left, forward, right. Here we are. Now, he may not be a coward, he could just be an orator. And then maybe he's brave? No. Maybe he's the orator. Yes, exactly, yeah. So that one, no. I don't know. I think, because this is her. I'm sure this is her, and this is definitely her symbol. Why it's her, I don't know. Because she's our friend, I guess? Please give Emma lots of listeners. She's so sad since poor Wincy. It's weird though, because her wish really was to come here and find her brother, so that's kind of strange. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, what? Put something else here? Oh! Oh wait, hang on, there was a thing about this, wasn't there? It has to be like a personal thingy, me bobby. Was it? Right, hang on. Rituals. Wishing stones. There is a chance you will find your wish is not what you had in mind. Perhaps you simply regret what you wrote. Okay. Oh yes, of course, it's missing, but we have to... Right. Oh. Interesting. Summon the... Right, that's what she was trying to do, was to summon the dead. And this was what we were doing. Yeah, but lighting them seemed to do nothing. It was not useful. So yeah, so we were looking to... someone stole the bit that tells us how to reverse it. But it's almost certainly going to involve a personal item, a symbol to represent the person, so to represent their spirit. Oh, it's possible to harm, burn, drown, pierce, and salt an effigy, causing harm, even death to the target. So we've got to be careful with them then. The order on the computer picture. Oh yes, you're right. It was that one was in the middle. That one was to the left, I think, and that one was to the right. I think that matters. Oh, put the stone back up on top. We can leave that there. Here we are. Have we got something that is his? Oh, see, we have her ID card. Got anything with his? Oh, his glasses, of course. Of course. Weird it does that. Oh, not her ID card. Hmm. Oh, her hair? No, okay. Her horseshoe, perhaps. Brown? No, it's not hers, but whatever. No, don't. Fishing, no. Marquee, no. Oh, no, because I can't move that. I just... Her shoe. I couldn't pick her shoe up. You just kept, like... It was just like, want it? No. Want it? No. Unless that's just not hers. Maybe it really isn't her stone. Maybe it's someone else's entirely. I mean, but the three of them came up here. That's what would make more sense. Right, so maybe he's not that. Maybe he's that. No, maybe he's... Hang on, let's just pick all these up. There we go. Move that, because that looks like it shouldn't be there. Powerful. No. That brave or coward? I can't remember. Coward. We tried brave? Yeah, we tried brave. Or is nothing. Okay. Oh! And I picked that up, I didn't mean to. Oh, that's strange. But it has to be done in an order. So put that there. Maybe he is the orator? Oh, okay, maybe it's just buggy and won't let me leave things there. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's just put that on the back burner for a second. We have a bunch of things, but apparently not enough things because we've only got... Right, so we've got all the effigies, I believe we probably have all the ones we need. We've got the glasses and the MP3 player. They're going to be important. But for her, it won't let us use anything. You'd think the ID would be enough, but no. And or the hair clip. It's even got her DNA on it. It's going to be good, but no, apparently not. I still feel like we're missing something with that crystal pendant. That's... I don't know what. Oh, blimey, I've just seen the time. Okay. No, I think we should probably call it there for today. We're going to head back to somewhere kind of neutral so I'm not lost in the woods. Let's head back into this cave. That's a reasonable sort of finishing, starting point. So the things for next time, we need to try and work out where we are, like the code for the security people. I have no idea what the hell any of this was meant to represent. We need to find something. That represents her, right? I think it's meant to. I'm sure it's meant to be her. I don't know. And then this does something, and I don't know what. Oy, confusing. Oh wait. Ooh. Ooh. Fresh and clean. Wipes. Oh, that's the wall I'm not meant to be looking at. That's the way out. Where are we? Go forward one. Maybe we can clean this with wipes instead. Hey, there we go. Oh, blimey. Multiple wipes. There, okay, let's... Ben Kendall is clearly dearly missed by family, especially his sister Mia, who hopes that Ben will still be found. 23rd of September 2006. I have absolutely no idea why we'd need to clean that off, but apparently it was useful. Sure. Okay, anyway. Right, yeah, so next time we need to find something to represent her. We need to find out where we are for the security people, because they want some digits and characters. So you know, numbers and letters. And that'll... So we need to find out the code for this, for the security. And then hopefully more will start getting explained. We can try that. Thank you very much. Okay, in the meantime, I'd just like a little something I'd like to display. Why doesn't Sly work? That is a thing as well, actually. I don't know. I don't know. But if you'll indulge me slightly, I have been receiving some pictures of late, and I've decided to turn them into a little gallery, a little art corner, if you will. And so I'd just like to display them now, before we end the stream. So, yeah, bear with me. We're going to disappear the game for a second, and show our little art side. Here is a congratulations poster we received for completing a game. This, of course, is in reference to Tex Murphy. And this is the truest account of me streaming. And then we're back. Oh, and there's the game again. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. So, yes. Our Twitter mailing box is open. If anybody wants to send any art in, just let me know. And it can be displayed in our fabulous art corner. Otherwise, I'll call it there. Yeah. Hang on. Let me just save, because that's the kind of thing you need to do. Is that done via the cell phone? That's not done by that. How do I say? Oh, there's the menu. Like the gadget one. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I'll save now before I do anything, because sometimes the hotkeys are a random combination of buttons that games don't like, and they just crazy. They go crazy and just break. So I'll just save before we finish up. Yeah. No. Anyway, thank you for being here. It's been great fun, and thank you for your help as well. You have clearly a greater mind than I. Yeah. Otherwise, just we'll carry on probably tomorrow. I want to try and keep the Tuesday Thursday thing going. We're just a bit late this week for yesterday. Yeah, so just, yeah, thanks for being here. Maybe see you tomorrow. Fingers crossed. We'll try and actually get some more progress done. It's been a lot of wandering around, but, you know, that's the spirit of these kind of games. Yeah, just... Fun game, fun stream. Thank you very much, that's very kind. Yeah, just, you know, take care, and... Yeah, all being well, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to stop dawdling. Bye!